Hey, it's Dr. A, and the holiday season is upon us. And you know what that means: family, friends, and lots of big meals. And what I want to do in today's video is break down my personal protocol on how I approach these big feast meals, what I do the day before, what I do the day of, and what I do the day after, so I can enjoy those meals guilt-free, because I've actually prepared my body and I'm not dealing with so much bloat, digestive distress, and just feeling guilty because I overate. And this is a really important skill for you to figure out, and that's why I think you're going to benefit so much from this protocol, because let's face it, if we want to eat healthy and live healthy over the long term, we are going to approach these holidays every single year. And by having a protocol and having a tool like this, you can navigate these times with so much greater ease, you'll feel so much better, and you can stay on track. So let's get straight into this. Preparation for a big meal actually starts the day before, or maybe even a couple days before. And what we want to do is prepare the body for this big influx of food. And when we have a big meal and we're eating lots of extra carbohydrates and oftentimes a lot more salt, what happens afterwards is we actually retain a lot of water. When we blow up after a big meal, it's not like we've gained a lot of fat, we are retaining a lot of water. So the day before and the couple days before, what we can actually do is, first off, increase our water intake and start drinking a lot more water, because that primes the body to actually be peeing out more water. The more water we drink, the more water our kidneys filter, and the more we pee. So if we do this a couple days into the big meal, it means we're going to gain less water weight and we'll be ready to pee out a lot of that extra fluid that we get from a big meal. So what I specifically recommend is that you actually take your body weight in pounds, so let's say 200 pounds, divide that by 2, and that's the number of ounces you should be drinking. And for most people, this is roughly around a gallon, but you can even drink more than that. And so that's good a couple days leading in. I said one day before, but you can do this 2 or 3 days before if you really want to plan. And again, that's going to prime your body to not retain as much water, because you're going to be peeing out a lot more. The next thing you want to do is actually start to empty out your body's stored carbohydrates. So our bodies store carbs in our muscles and our liver in the form of glycogen. And we're going into a big meal, so we know we're going to be eating more carbs than normal. So what we want to do is empty those stores out in 2 main ways. The first way is to do some high intensity exercise, at least 1 hour the day before. But if you can do it a couple days before, 1 hour 2 days before, 1 hour the day before, that's going to help empty out those carbohydrate stores, so when you go into the big meal, you're empty and you're ready to kind of soak this up, and you're not already topped off. So a huge problem many people make is they don't eat healthy a couple days before, and they're already saturated with carbohydrates, they already are retaining some more water, and then you throw a big meal on top of that, and you're spilling over, you're a total mess. But if you do some high intensity exercise and you lower the carbohydrates 1 day or 2 days before, then you're gonna be ready when that meal comes to actually just soak up those carbs and not be in this spillover situation. Now, when you get to the day of the meal, I recommend you actually eat super light, so maybe it's like a juice or a smoothie, or maybe you fast entirely going up to that meal. If the meal's late at night, maybe you have just a couple light, 1 or 2 light meals ahead of time. If the meal's sometimes in the afternoon or morning, you just might want to drink water and fast. Because again, we want to go into that meal the day of with emptied out carbohydrate stores, and you could choose to work out the day before, but it's not necessarily necessary. And then when you actually get to the big meal, I want you to enjoy that meal. But specifically, I want you to focus on really chewing your food and eating more slowly. This is a big thing, because a lot of the digestive stress we have from these big meals is because we're slamming food so fast and we're not chewing properly, and it's a huge tax on the GI tract. So it's not necessarily a problem that you ate the stuffing or the pizza or the dessert on that meal, but when you slam all that stuff so fast and you haven't chewed it properly, your GI tract is an absolute mess. And this is where we feel so sick afterwards, so bloated, and simply by chewing your food more and slowing down the eating process, you're really giving your digestive system a much easier task as all this food comes in. And I also recommend you could also get some digestive enzymes or maybe some probiotics, and you can take those during the meal. Digestive enzymes in particular are just giving your body some extra firepower to break down that excess food, because the goal in the day of is we don't want to really accumulate all this digestive stress and all this bloat, and that could be a really helpful tip. And then after you have that big meal and you're really full, stop eating for the day. Huge tip. I want you to have that meal and then no longer spike your blood sugar. Allow digestion to happen. Your body got an influx of, let's say, 1,000, 2,000 extra calories, and now allow digestion to happen. So begin fasting after that meal. You have plenty of carbs, you have plenty of proteins, lots of stuff for your body to do. So don't go ahead and start to do lots of snacks after the fact where you're creating more stress for your digestive system when it just had the big meal. Now it's getting to work breaking things down. So you fast for the rest of the day after that meal, and then you get to the day afterwards. What I recommend you do is, again, focus on hydration, because the more water we put in, the more water we're going to pee out, and this helps to get rid of any of that water retention we may get from the excess calories and excess carbohydrates. So lots of water, at least 16 to 32 ounces first thing in the morning to get that going, and I recommend you still increase your water intake. And then you can choose, depending on how you're feeling at that time, to fast, for a couple more hours. Maybe it might be up to 16 hours, or just eat a light regular breakfast that you do have, but listen to your body. If you're not hungry the next day, don't eat quite yet. Just allow your body to still break down a little bit of excess food. And then when you do choose to break your fast, break it with something really light and easy to digest, like a protein smoothie. You can do something like our Fit Father or Fit Mother Super Fuel protein with some berries, chia seeds, hemp seeds, something light that's easy, that's full of a lot of nutrients but not a lot of digestive stress. Or you could break it with a protein and some veggies like a perfect plate or a salad. But you want to have that first meal the day after the big meal to be something light and easy to digest. And then after that, you could work out that day and really put those extra calories that you had to good use to go do some exercise to start burn a little bit of that off, or you could just go about back to your normal routine. But this is the protocol, and I want to quickly recap what you do. Day before and a couple days before, you drink more water to get the body filtering things out so you don't have a lot of water retention, and you're emptying out the carbohydrate stores both through a lower carbohydrate diet a couple days before as well as through some high intensity exercise. The day of, you could also choose to exercise, but you really want to be fasting, eating light up to that meal. When you get to the meal, chew your food super well. Slow down just a little bit, maybe use those digestive enzymes and probiotics, take a little bit of the ease off the GI tract, and after the meal, stop eating. Don't spike your blood sugar more, just allow the body to get into the rest and digest process, and don't feel guilty about how much you ate. It could be a power hour, it could be about power 2 hours, like whatever it is, that's fine, but just don't eat after the fact. Make that a discrete feeding period, and then the day after, keep the water intake high. We want to be flushing some of that excess water, and you may gain a couple pounds, but if you continue to do this water trick of drinking more water and doing a little bit of fasting the day afterwards, your body will release the weight. And one thing I didn't mention is the day afterwards, some coffee or some extra magnesium or something that can help stimulate a bowel movement is super helpful, because it kind of stinks after a big meal. You feel like you have all this poop and bloat sitting in your GI tract. So anything that can move that stuff out is going to help you feel a lot better, and maybe put some of those extra calories to work with a good workout the day after. This is the protocol. Just, it takes a little bit of pre-thinking, a little bit of pre-planning, but you do this, you're going to feel so much better. And if you do this consistently, now you have a tool and ability to navigate all these big meals. You can apply this to any kind of free meal or cheat meal. You can apply this to any kind of holiday you have, and you can do this for the rest of your life. So I hope you found this valuable, my friend. I recommend you do this. And if you need help with your just baseline nutrition, like what to eat on the normal days, then I recommend you do scroll below and get our free meal plans for Fit Fathers and Fit Mothers. And if you need a great workout, it doesn't take a lot of time, maybe just like 30 minutes, then we have workouts linked in the description as well, where a pair of dumbbells or kettlebells, you can do an amazing 24 to 30 minute workout. It's going to empty out those carb stores, get you primed in a really efficient way. Hope you found this valuable. God bless you. I hope you have a very happy holiday and enjoy some great food in the smart, intelligent way. Hey there, it's Dr. A. Thanks so much for checking out today's video. I hope you found it valuable. Here at the Fit Mother Project, my team and I are on a mission to help busy moms, particularly ladies in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, lose weight, tone up, build muscle, and get healthy for themselves and their families. So I'm super grateful you're here. I want to invite you to subscribe to our Fit Mother Project YouTube channel. You'll get instant access to the hundreds of different videos we have on nutrition, exercise, mindset, supplementation, all the important stuff you want to know about. Also, if you scroll below in the description of any of our videos, you can click some links and get our free meal plan and free workout that we designed for fit moms. We'll send it straight to your email, and we'll show you some of our simple strategies and workouts to help you lose weight, boost your metabolism, and just look and feel younger. And of course, you can also visit us at fitmotherproject.com, where you can get in contact with me and my team, tell us about what's going on with you and your health. We're really happy to help you. Thanks for being here, my friend. Subscribe. I'll see you around the channel, and I'll talk to you very soon.